What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. I guess I'm kind of like a nootropics and biohacking information, constant nootropics and biohacking information divulger. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like us on the web or check us out on the web at livecortex.com/blog because we got so many podcasts, so many blog posts just about nootropics and biohacking there. Doses, everything you can think of. Facebook.com/cortexstacks is where you should like us. Now, just go to the Facebook search box and type Cortex Labs, find our page, and then like it. 4 powerful nootropic and biohacking products support this broadcast. Here they are.
Elite level nootropic products.
All right, number 1, we've got a stack. It is called Cortex. It's an exceptionally strong nootropic stack in the eyes of our users. I mean, that's what we really tried to do. We were like, let's make a stack that people just take and they notice and is killer and gets them to work and gets them verbally fluent and gets them motivated and gets them productive, right? That's why we built Cortex. Initially for entrepreneurs, just like folks that have a large workload and want a nootropic stack to sustain all that. But then everybody else who like just takes nootropics and benefits from great brain performance buys Cortex. Anyway, buy it at livecortex.com. Coupon code 5, F-I-V-E, saves you $5 right now. If you need my help personally on anything related to nootropics, we have a consulting service. It's a 40-minute call with me. 15 additional email correspondences. Get that at livecortex.com. If you're new to nootropics, read Smarter, Better, Faster. It teaches you everything. And it's digital, and it's an awesome book. I mean, it's just like the best book on nootropics there is. And if you've got gut-related issues, GERD, LPR, SIBO specifically, we can help you there. We've got a consulting service on that. Get that at livecortex.com. All right, so we're going to talk about Adrafinil because one of the things I find myself doing a lot in consulting people around the world on nootropics is suggesting Adrafinil to people and then them really, really loving it when nothing else really works well for them the way that they want to. And the reason is, of course, is because, you know, obviously there's a much stronger pharmaceutical version of Adrafinil called Modafinil, but Modafinil is a prescription-only compound, right? So like in order to have it and obtain it legally in the United States, like you have to have a prescription for it. So a lot of folks are just like, oh, I don't want to go through the route of like buying it from some pharmaceutical company in India. I think it's called HAB Pharmaceuticals. And then there's Sun Pharmaceuticals. So rather, I just buy like the legal version of it, and I'd feel like better doing that. And who cares? Like whatever, I'll take it a couple times a week or when I need it. And I'm finding that a lot more people respond to Adrafinil than you think, and more people really love Adrafinil than you think. Like some people that we get on a consulting calls are like, yeah, I've been taking Adrafinil and it's awesome. So that's one thing. But in a lot of cases, a lot of folks like, let's see. They'll put together racetams, right? I think initially when people get into nootropics, start watching our videos, start watching Smart Drug Smart's videos, start listening to like Steve Cronin's stuff. They go like, okay, they get like phenylpiracetam, aniracetam, oxiracetam, maybe piracetam. They usually get like choline bitartrate, tyrosine, theanine, caffeine, theanine combinations. Like that's where people start. And they start taking, those compounds. And the thing about taking those compounds and all the other compounds that go with them, Alcar, CDP-choline, alpha GPC, these kind of things, vinpocetine, ALA, triacetyluridine, regular uridine, is that you need to understand how to dose them. And if you haven't read Smarter, Better, Faster, or the Racetam God Guide, or the Nootropics Act for the Business Professional, or any of those books that we wrote, then you're really looking at what's on the nootropics subreddit and perhaps some Facebook groups about how to dose. So in a lot of cases, what people do is they don't dose the things correctly and they don't get the best results. So then they come to me and go like, how do we get the best results with these compounds? And we'll help rework their stacks and the ingredient quantity, as far as ingredient quantity goes, and then they get results from the stack. But in some cases, I'll just go, I have a hunch that maybe your stack is just formulated wrong and I can help you there, but why don't you just do this first, just so you can get the nootropic experience and see what it's like. Take 350 milligrams of Adrafinil and then tell me how you feel. And then invariably people hit me up and they're like, man, that stuff turned my brain on for 7 hours. I was like rocking all day. I was as productive as I've been in a super long time. So this stuff is totally awesome. Okay, so I guess there's 2 points there. I mean, obviously, like if you're putting a bunch of compounds together and you're not dosing them properly, the way that I would dose them, the way that we show people how to dose them, which is what I believe is the way. I mean, I believe there's a way to dose everything that's going to be applicable to a lot of folks. You're not going to get the results from nootropics. And then a lot of folks who just can't figure out doses, or maybe they don't respond to other nootropics, they respond to Adrafinil. So if you're one of those people, like this video is for you. Okay, so like if you think about trying Adrafinil, you haven't tried that or modafinil, can't get a prescription for it, try Adrafinil. You might respond to it, and you might respond really well. I like going on vacation and things, especially if I don't, really want to have. I mean, like I try to play everything by the book. Adrafinil is like a legal supplement. If I go on vacation or something, I take Adrafinil. I take it sublingually because it still actually works, and or orally, and it's awesome. So that's something to consider. And then for those of you that are trying to figure out the stuff you've got in and you haven't figured out the best combinations, do our consulting service because we can help you figure out, what ingredient quantities to take these compounds in to formulate good stacks, okay? So yes, if you need my help personally, we've got a consulting service. Get that at livecortex.com. Thanks so much for watching. The Cortex stack right now on sale for $28. Just use the coupon code 5FIVE. If you're new to nootropics, buy Smarter, Better, Faster. Teach you everything about nootropics. Totally awesome. Kind of this stuff too. And if you've got GERD, LPR, or SIBO, we've got a consulting service for that. Get that at livecortex.com. Hope that's been useful. Take some Adrafinil. This stuff is underrated and it's pretty awesome. Rock on. Talk to you next time.
What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic Stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex stack does. Moving right along, the aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it, we delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the nootropic stacks for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, alcar stacks for business situations for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the Noopept Pro Stack List. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying Noopept nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of Noopept stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of Noopept stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.